Hey guys. So I have an exciting new video series idea. So I thought with the new year and everything, I thought I would sit down with you guys every so often. I think I'm gonna try to do it at least have a new one published 2 or 3 times a week. But I want to sit down and read the Book of Mormon with you guys. I have an 1830s edition that I'll be reading out of on the YouTube on this YouTube channel. But on my Facebook page, daily I'll be reading on a live. I'll have to pick a time, but on a live I'll be reading out of the standard edition that the missionaries would hand out. So I'll be doing that at the start of the new year. So with that, I thought I would start by reading out of the beginning of the 1830 edition, and you can see here that it is the Book of Mormon, and this is the type that that members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints would have carried with them as they traveled across the plains to safety, to the Promised Land. And this is a replica, obviously, and I absolutely love this book because it has helped me gain my testimony in a way that I would not trade for anything. So I'll just read the preface and the beginning pages, and then in the next video I will read the first chapter of the first book of Nephi. So here we go. The Book of Mormon, an account written by the hand of Mormon upon plates taken from the plates of Nephi. Wherefore, it is an abridgment of the record of the people of Nephi, and also of the Lamanites, written to the Lamanites, which are a remnant of the house of Israel, and also to Jew and Gentile, written by way of commandment, and also by the spirit of prophecy and revelation, written and sealed up, and hid up unto the Lord, that they might not be destroyed, to come forth by the gift and power of God unto the inspiration thereof, sealed by the hand of Moroni, and hid up unto the Lord, to come forth in due time by way of the Gentile, the inspiration thereof by the gift of God, an abridgment taken from the book of Ether. Also, which is a record of the people of Jared, which was scattered at the time of the Lord, continued by the language of the people when they were building a tower to get to heaven, which is to show unto the remnant of the house of Israel how great things the Lord hath done for their fathers, that they may know the covenants of the Lord, that they are not cast off forever, and also to the convincing of the Jew and Gentile that Jesus is the Christ, the eternal God, manifesting himself unto all nations. And now, if there be fault, it is the mistake of men. Wherefore, condemn not the things of God, that ye may be found spotless at the judgment seat of Christ. By Joseph Smith, Jr., author and perpetrator. Now, you have to remember this was in 1830. In our copies, written in, not written, but given out today, it explicitly says that he was the translator. But I'll continue on. Northern District of New York, to wit, be it remembered that on the 11th day of June, in the 53rd year of the independence of the United States of America, A.D. 1829, Joseph Smith, Jr. of the said district hath deposited in this office the title of a book. The right thereof he claims as author, in the words following, to wit, the Book of Mormon, an account written by the hand of Mormon upon plates taken from the plates of Nephi, Wherefore it is an abridgment of the record of the people of Nephi, and also of the Lamanites, written to the Lamanites, who are a remnant of the house of Israel, and also Jew and Gentile, written by way of commandment, and also the spirit of prophecy and of revelation, written and sealed up, and hid up unto the Lord, that they may not be destroyed, to come forth by the gift and power of God unto the inspiration thereof, sealed by the hand of Moroni, and hid up unto the gift of God, an abridgment taken from the book of Ether, also which is a record of the people of Jared, which were scattered at a time the Lord confounded the language at the time the Lord confounded the language of the people, when they were building a tower to get to heaven, which is to show unto the remnant of the house of Israel how great things the Lord hath done for their fathers, that they may know the covenants of the Lord, that they are not cast off forever, and also to the convincing of the Jew and Gentile that Jesus is the Christ, the eternal God, manifesting himself unto all nations. And now, if there be fault, it be the mistake of men. Wherefore condemn not the things of God, that ye may be found spotless at the judgment seat of Christ. By Joseph Smith, Jr., author and perpetrator. In conformity to the Act of Congress of the United States, entitled An Act for the Encouragement of Learning, by securing the copies of maps, charts, and books to the authors and perpetrators of such copies during the time proprietaries of such copies during the times thereon mentioned, and also the act entitled as act supplementary to an act entitled an act for the encouragement of learning, and by securing the copies of maps, charts, and books to the author and perpetrators of such copies during the times therein mentioned, the extending and benefits thereof to the arts of designing, engraving, and etching, historical and other prints. R.R. Lansing, Clerk of Northern District of New York. And here's the preface. To the reader, as many false reports have been circulating respecting the following work, and also many unlawful measures taken by evil designing persons to destroy me, and also the work, I would inform you that I translated by the gift of God, and caused to be written 116 pages, which I took from the Book of Lehi, which was an account abridged from the plates of Lehi, by the hand of Mormon, which said account some person or persons have stolen and kept from me, notwithstanding my utmost exertions to recover it again, and being commanded of the Lord that I should not translate the same over again. For Satan had put it into their hearts to tempt the Lord their God, by altering the words that they did read contrary from that which I translated, and caused to be written. And if I should bring forth the same words again, or, in other words, if I should translate the same over again, they would publish that which they had stolen, and Satan would stir up the hearts of this generation, that they might not receive this work. But behold, the Lord said unto me, I would not suffer that Satan should accomplish his evil design in this thing. Therefore thou shalt translate from the plates of Nephi until ye come to that which ye have translated, which ye have retained. And behold, ye shall publish it as a record of Nephi, and thus I will confound those who have altered my words. I will not suffer that they shall destroy my work. Yea, I will show unto them that my wisdom is greater than the cunning of the devil. Wherefore, to be obedient unto the commandments of God, I have, through his grace and mercy, accomplished that which he hath commanded me respecting this thing. I would also inform you that the plates of which I have spoken were found in the township of Manchester, Ontario County, New York. The author. I want to testify to you guys that I know that this book is true. I know that people have fought and died to bring this book to this generation. And I can't wait to share more with you guys. But that's for another video.